So, as she said, I'm a choir master. I deal with choirs for the most part, but I also deal with leaders of songs. And a lot of times, who be hiding in the choir, and they really can lead a song. I have people in my choir now that can lead songs, but they'll stay in that background because of fear. So a lot of times, fear is a problem with most singers. It affects how you sing. You can drink all the ginger and tea and hot stuff, but you are fearful when you get up to sing. It's going to always affect how you sing. So a lot of times that affects people. Because they be like, I was fine when I got here. And then I don't know, when I got up, it's just fear will mess you up. It's mental. We talk about, what we need to do for people. Because if you're fearful, it'll affect every time you minister. So, for me, prayer is very important before you minister. You see people get up and they just take the mic. Some people got it like that. They can sing. You can wake them up in the middle of the night and they can sing, and it doesn't matter. But some of us need some extra help. And so, before you do anything, you need to ask God to anoint. The anointing will take away some of that fear. It will take away all the fear. So, pray, ask God to anoint me. Don't just get up there cold. A lot of singers come in cold. That's why in the beginning, in the old church, choir would meet downstairs.
Yes.
So you get your mind right. But now, I don't want to do the generation thing, but it is different in this day. Because I know, because I've worked in several different generations, and I'm seeing this generation want to come in cold, which affects the way you minister. You come in, and then is what you're listening to. We're in gospel workshop, so we're talking about gospel singing for the most part. Amen.
Amen.
So with gospel singing, you need to prepare your mind and your heart before you minister. So you can't be listening to Snoop Dogg. You can listen to a gospel project when you're in church, but you can't listen to a lot of stuff that's going to contaminate what you're going to do. Which a lot of people just get in the car, put on the radio, and then you get there to church, you miss prayer, you come in cold, and you're like, oh, I just wasn't myself. Well, you wasn't preparing for ministry. Because this is ministry. Singing gospel is different from any other genre. It's a spiritual thing that comes behind it. And you have to really seek the Lord first. You get up, have your little communion that you do. Everybody has their own thing they do. Your little devotional, whatever you do. Prepare your heart so that when you get up, and that will take away a lot of fear. Because God's going to warm you up. You're going to come in so cold. And sometimes, I think for the most part, the black church, it's a hard crowd.
Yes.
And the reason why I know because I've sung in other cultures. And you walk in and you just go, they're like, woo! Right. We want to be impressed. And we got to fill you out. We have to look at what you have on. Right. We have to try to figure out if you've done anything. Judging you. So we're doing all that before your first note even comes out. Right. So if you get up there with fear, the audience detects that. And they be like, oh no. I'm putting the brakes on her. I'm putting the brakes. This is a sad thing, but this is what we, in gospel, this is what we deal with. And you can take gospel to you take gospel to a secular event. Right. And they will appreciate it more than we do. Or definitely out of the country. Anybody been out of the country saying, you'd love to do that. Because they're so excited to get the gospel. They'll wait for you. You can do a concert, and I'll be like, I'm so tired. I'm gonna wait for an hour before I go out. 2 hours.
probably stand up here. Hey! It's the way, but they have an appreciation for what they do. We get it so often and it's so easy. We can almost go, like, especially if you live in like a place like Chicago, you can go to any church and the church choir singing.
Right.
But, you know, here we get it so easy so we don't appreciate it. So it makes it hard on the souls. So, you know, you have to have boldness. You have to be prayed up. And you definitely have to ask the Lord to anoint you. Because without that anointing, it's going to be even harder. The anointing will break the yoke.
Yes.
Man, this lady right here, I've been places where it was cold as ice. And I just sit back and go, I'm not making this up. I'm telling you what I've experienced. Several places we've been, and it was like the place was ice cold. And she would get up, and she would start speaking. Some people didn't know her. They didn't know what she was capable of. She was capable of, and they would sit there, put the brakes on her, and she would start up nice and soft.
Yes.
They were like, oh, that's cute, because that's what we do.
Right.
That's what we do. We're like, oh, that's cute. You know, but when she, you know, and sometimes I see her even stay soft all the way through, but the anointing is still
Yes.
present.
Right.
So it's a lot that comes with doing black gospel, because our culture is very demanding and judgmental. So you have to be prepared for that. I'm open for questions because I can go on about that kind of stuff. Right? I can tell stories.
What are the vocal tips that you give to your choir to access their high upper register range?
Really, it's about stretching it. You're singing low songs for the most part, and then you just come out with a high song, and they're not prepared for it. It's going to take some time. With my choir, with all the choirs I work with, most of the songs I teach is high. I just ministered with you at the Rehoboth Baptist Church a few months ago. They have a rich legacy of singing. So I guess this new generation, they're not lazy. And so I come in with these high songs, they're like, oh no. And I have a choir that kind of range from 45 and up. So they be like, oh no, don't come in with those notes. Because they're at the age where they've been singing for years. So they be like, oh no, you don't do that here. I said, Sister Martha, don't start today. We are going to do this off, but after a while, now I've been there several months, now they're able to do it. It's easier for them.
Well, do you think because most choirs do not have a B in their choir, that a bass line, that's why you may not have that elimination of the bass line is what would keep people from being a part of your choir? I mean, why do you think they don't do SATB anymore? Because I become a loner.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm not talking about octave singing either.
Yeah, but that's what it's in the gospel now. They don't really write bass parts. Yeah, they don't really write bass parts. So what happens, the reason why you're getting that line is because people don't have a bass line, so they figure give them the octave and that's
Oh no. Okay.
Now it may be there if you chart the music.
Yeah.
It might be there, but a lot of people just don't teach it.
Right. And a lot of people don't know how to teach.
Don't how exactly.
That's
Thank you.
We got a lot of fakers out here. I'm serious. You know, some people have gotten positions because they're related to someone that had to get and they're like, that's so niece. I know they can do it. And they really don't know what they're doing. I've seen a lot of music ministries damaged because they put someone in charge that really didn't know what they were doing.
Wow.
And you know, they be like, and then the choir falls down, and it's hard to get it back because they don't believe it anymore. They don't believe in that anymore.
Being the director of a college gospel choir, my challenge is every semester you get a new group, and they're from in the South. In the South, you find the vibrato is just something that's hard. And my question is how to get them to retain, because I'll teach it, we say in August, when we start out the classes in August. I'll teach it, by September they have it, whatever. And January is not so bad. But the next August, another batch comes in. They come from churches where the choirs, their mother, father, 3 aunties, and so how do I keep maintain? You know, I bring people in to do workshops, but the next batch is not there. So first of all, how do I teach it correctly, and how do I get them to maintain it?
Yeah, there were several questions. Okay, so, when you say a new batch coming, so you said you have to start over.
Freshmen, when the freshmen come in.
So, but you seem to already answered your question, because if you get them to get to a certain area and it comes time for a new batch, you have to do the same thing you did with that last batch that worked. Sometimes now, for me, it's the generations. So the generations are, they're not as smart as the last generation.
Right.
I don't know if you call them anything. But, and I'm telling you, as generations go on, they're not as smart vocally as, because I remember when I was in the children's choir, we were singing hard songs. Switching up parts and we're going to move. That's right. We never missed a beat.
Right.
Now you get the generation, now they want to sing unison songs. Well, the music has been done down.
Right.
Yes, true. Yes, true. Yes, true.
Our choir music has been done. That's not even that me. The music has been done down. So yeah.
I mean, that's what you said that.
That's very true. Okay. But you're teaching classic gospel.
Yes.
That have parts where you have to split some, like the section has to split. It's really because they're not used to that. But you have to be the one to introduce that to them and have them to know that.
Funny you said that, because the ones who graduate, they tell the freshmen, they said, the best thing I can tell you to do the name of Gospel choir, whatever James Hall got, buy it, because he's going to teach everything.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Because I feel, that's what I come up in. I'm going how it is a challenge for a lot of people. I think one of the greatest compliments I get is for musicians that come to me and say, man, you taught me how to play.
You did.
It's like, me learning those chords, me learning that movement. But it's supposed to be musical. I'm not knocking anything you guys, the 1, 2, 4, I'm fine. But me, I like music. You just have to take your time with this generation now, I should say. And the work is hard. Sure, definitely.
I would say, as far as, because these work requires, I work requires, I think you should build a base of vocal exercises for every group that comes to you. If it's for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, you have to build a base of vocal exercises and listening. Teach them to listen to each other. Okay, listen to each other's voice. Listen to the voice next to you. But build a base of vocal exercises for every group that comes to you, even if it's the same one for an entire year. If it's working, don't try to fix it. You understand? So build a vocal base that you use, a vocal exercise, even a vocal challenge. Stretch it a little bit, like he said, stretch it for every group that comes in. And I'm sure that will, make your vocal instructions, easier. Tell them that they use this for everything else.
You better know it.
All right. That's right. Remember tape recorders, y'all? Yeah. We used to bring a tape recorder. Everybody had their little tape recorder. I'm dating myself, right? To listen to each part. Teach every part, and make sure we used to call people out.
That's how we should do it.
Oh, God.
Now these people get offended. They put that down.
Sing this part.
They get offended.
I do it all the time.
And we used to get a little offended too, but we knew not to act on that.
We can't do that. I do that now, and people will be sitting in the audience on Sunday, like, he embarrassed me. Everybody sings it in this generation.
Just to know that you know.
My question is kind of on both of you because you said you don't have experience in choir. So the question is, as a choir director of London Submission, when you're constantly teaching the songs to several choirs week after week, what do you do best to maintain your voice when you constantly have to do that? And then sometimes you have to sing as well yourself, you know.
I don't have no remedy for that. I come in sometimes and I just be like, I ain't got it for y'all. But then as I start teaching, it just comes out. And you know what really brings it out? Anger. I'm teaching this part, and you ain't doing it right. What? God will give me the voice to do it for you. You heard me. You hear me do it. I've been sick. And I've been able to do it. You have to do it. As a director, you find yourself when you get angry enough, you find out you have every part inside of you.
You guys will say a little while. You got a love on it. You can recall the department of stupid.
Let me tell you, I like excellent. I like excellent. Especially if I know you can do it, and then we come back next week and you're not doing it. So now, this generation we are doing this like worship and praise. We got to make the recording. I'm gonna mess with my aunts because they know I give them the heart. They be like this tape when I'm teaching and I'm singing a part. Because for me, how I teach is I sing it the way I want you to sing it. I said you duplicate what I'm doing, right? And you won't go, go wrong. So they be like this.
Right.
And when I finish, they come back the next week. They start. I was like, I start throwing stuff. Y'all had those outlets. What is true? Did y'all listen to it this week? I said, what voice is this y'all give me? That's not the voice I gave y'all. So, I'm sorry.
And I get that part, and listen, I guess I was just being a little mushy at the end, but because especially if you work with a choir for a long time, and you know their capabilities, they have a tendency to get lazy, they have a tendency to become uninterested, if they don't like the song, they won't
But let me tell you something. When they don't like a song, I don't do it because I can't deal with that. If I teach a song and they don't like it in the beginning, I try to get it ready. I said, you know what? All right. And they're like, what happened to that song? I'm like, y'all wasn't singing it, and I just said I couldn't do it no more.
And sometimes I'm just the opposite. I'll just make them do it. You don't like really?
It has happened.
There's something in that song that you could keep listening to it.
This is like it's spiritual. I get spiritual on them. I tell them the words. I say, nobody don't like the words because you don't like the lyrics.
They're reflective of your life.
Quick question. In terms of leadership, not where it pertains to a community group, but more your church-based group, and I'm not sure if anyone else experiences this, anyone who's involved in leadership, but we always have a few people, like even in a praise team, who, for lack of a better term, they're know-it-alls. So for example, I look at groups, I'm not trying to be mean, but people like Kirk Franklin, who's a genius, but he doesn't do all the vocal acrobatics. Or Kirk Carr, who's a genius, but he doesn't do all the vocal acrobatics, but he can pull that out of you. And I feel like as if the ones who are following need to have a certain level of submissiveness, if that's what it is, right? And mind you, like I know like the Timonees and the Nikki Ross, they know a lot and they can probably sing circles around, but when you submit to leadership, like, you can get to certain places without, I've experienced that there's some people who, they know it all and, that doesn't go vocally. But like, the thing of it is, I was always sorry, my first tongue is patois, so I don't speak English all the time, so I'm trying to translate as I'm speaking. So I know that there was a saying in Jamaica that said you have to be able to crawl before you can walk.
Right.
So, and also, and in order to be a good leader, you have to be a good follower, right?
Yes.
But for some reason, I find that nowadays, even in praise teams, everybody they want to be the leader, but they've never really successfully followed. So I want to know what I can do as a leader because I find that sometimes I do what you just did, and I give up. Okay, we're not learning the song. But if I go to another church and help them, they're completely submissive and they want to they're thirsty to learn and they can sing circles around me. However, they have there's a submissiveness there, and I find that sometimes I fail as a leader. Sorry. Because and I feel like I fail my leaders because I can't pull it out of them. So I say, what's wrong with me? Why I can't get that out of them? And I just get quiet and I just sing my section and I get quiet and in the car ride going home I'm dying. When I come at the church, I put on the smile, I post all the funny posts on social media and I just be that. And I know I have a lot in me. Sorry. I know I have a lot in me and a lot of gifts, but because of the lack of submissiveness, I'm not saying I'm the boss, you guys have to do what I do. But I know how God gave it to me, and if you guys don't want to do it that way, I shut down. So I have all this in me built up for years, all these gifts and ideas, and I don't have nothing to spend it on. So I just journal it, I write it down. And I've been doing this for about 11 years. I feel like the church should be the last place where you get hurt.
That sound that you just made is very unhealthy. Right. Just a little bit. It's so unfortunate. And your dilemma is the dilemma of many of us.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm going to tell you honestly, this is how I feel, and you can write it down, put it on the billboard. I don't care. This is why I am not a great fan of praise teams.
Amen.
Church choir is where my heart is. And I'm not saying that there are not great praise teams.
Right.
I am not saying that they don't, change the atmosphere or whatever.
Right.
But it just seems to me, because praise teams are made of people who are selected, who are favored, who are vocal, who have vocal prowess. And like you said, a lot of them think they know that. This is why I am not a part of the praise team. I'm not dogging them. Please don't leave with the attitude that I judge that praise team. No, I am not a great fan of praise teams. Now, if that's what that particular ministry requires or wants or desires or has built, God bless you. And God comes in with yes. But a church choir where there is a person who is teaching, who is instructing, who is directing, who is giving their time, giving their gift, giving their expertise to a group. I find it more easier to deal with a choir than I do with praise teams. They're wonderful. Please don't get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong. But I understand what this young man is saying. Because some of them, if you're not teaching the song right, if you're missing a riff or whatever, no, it's not like that. I'm like, really? I have several times. And I
Amen.
It's unfortunate that you, the gift that God gave you, it's unfortunate that you feel like it is such a press. And then you're taking on. This is what you're doing. You're taking on that everybody else. Because that's not what you're there for. Right. That is not. You don't and the fact that you are being, if you feel like you are being disrespected, if you feel like you are being challenged unnecessarily, then everybody needs to sit down. You need to go to your leader. Y'all need to have talk.
Yeah.
You need to have a serious conversation.
Right.
Because if there are oughts, if there are differences, Bible said that you should go to them. If you all can't get it together, at that point, you can go to your leader. And I understand a lot of stuff that happens in groups and choirs and all that. You don't want to put it on the leader because they got other stuff to do. But when it affects the ministry, and when it affects the delivery, and when it affects, when it blocks the atmosphere from being changed, there's something wrong with that scenario.
Amen.
And you cannot take that, or don't take that on. Because life is difficult enough, where you have to take on other people's attitudes and behaviors, and disrespect and lack of respect for leadership. You don't have to take that on. That is not your job. No, it's not.
I thought it was passion.
Exactly.
That's a blessing because some people are doing it maybe for the dollar.
Exactly.
Maybe because they were picked. But you have passion. So with that, at the end of the day, you have to take charge.
Yes.
I don't let nobody answer questions in my choir. Like, we're like, what's that choir? Somebody go, I said, wait, hold on. I said, and I don't do let nobody correct me either. You gotta correct me. You come afterwards and say, right. And I'm like, hold it. I'm gonna never be wrong in front of everybody. Unless I catch it. And I have. So I've been teaching what? Anyway. I'm like looking at my face. I'm like, why are you looking at me like that? They're like, I think we supposed to be in there. You're right. Okay, let's do it again. You know, I'll take the blame if I'm down. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Right.
But I'm not gonna let you sit there in the choir and tell me how. You know, and then I never teach a song the way it is. So we'll do a popular song. But when I teach it to James Hall version of the song. People come to me and be like, where's that version at? You know what? Just at this church. That version is just at this church. I never teach a song exactly the way it is. I make it, and it depends on what church I'm at. Now I'm at New Baptist Church. So
Amen.
I don't teach songs if it's this beat. I bring it down. And it changes. I change it now when I'm at sit down. You know. You can say clap.
Amen.
Clap and sing and do it all. But you have to know your choir. You know, I have choir members come in and say, "Oh, can we do Kirk Franklin's song?"
Which one?
What part you want to do? Because that's not for that choir. I cannot sing that song. I'm not going to have all those auxiliary chords and all that stuff. It's not going to sound the same when we do it with the Hammond organ. You know, and a lot of choirs don't, choir members don't understand it. They play like a song that's popular on the radio. And they be like, oh yeah, we need to do that song. I'm like, okay, well, you hear that horn that's constantly going through there? Do we have that here? You have that. You have that down there? No. So you have to do what your house is capable of.
That's awesome for leaders. People who lead songs and choirs. Just because you like it don't mean it's for you. And just because you sang it in your shower and blessed your own self. And then challenge. And just because you love it, it's not for the choir. Just because you love it, it may not. That's right. And this is what I always want to say to people. To anybody who asks me, please, for the love of God, stop trying to sing it like every If I try, I have vertigo, and if I tried to do some of these riffs and stuff, y'all would see me. It makes me dizzy, and God bless you. But there's some of them I want to go to them and just shake them until their eyes pop out. Would you just please sing one straight note? Right. Just one. Okay. All right. Now, you do all right, but please give me one. That's all I'm asking. Don't take on anybody else's character. Don't pray for nobody else's vocal ability. Don't pray. And I've had people, you've had people that I wish I could sing up. No, you don't know. You don't know what it calls for me to do what I do. Okay? So this, trying to sound like other people and that kind of stuff, it's good to admire them. If you admire them, fine. Use your own gift. Use your own. Use what God gave you. Quick story. I'll never forget, we went to one of these workshops, and everybody was all dolled up. And this one girl came up there, she had her hair in a ponytail. Her hair was so nappy. And she had a little black skirt and white blouse. And everybody else was just going out there. That girl got up in there. So I tell you, and that had to be about 30 years ago. I never forgot it. Because you said that we judge. Right. She didn't have on what they had on, and she looked a little ragged. Let me tell you, when she got finished, they should have just given the benediction. Yes. Don't take on other personalities. Right. You're wonderful.
Yes.
Don't take on other personalities.
I've been raising my hand to say this. We have come to workshops all the time, and for the young man, I'm back after so many thousands of years because I need to network, and I need to now deal with people who can love on me and give me information to help me. Take advantage of it. You've got your board members, what you seek after, contact them so they can give you some strength because you do not need to be alone. What are you doing? Do you guys agree?
I have just the opposite situation. Say, for instance, hypothetically, you have the First Lady's daughter who's singing. She's singing, dressed to the nine, everybody loves her, can't sing a note. How do you, what do you, and who do you? You pray to God, yeah, but who's going to tell her that she can do it? What's your ministry?
Be a better praise dancer. How you talk. It's not that you just talk. I'm not trying to hurt you. You don't want to hurt them. Because I've seen people, maybe like before I got there, like I'm the songist here. I said, but you know what? We're gonna give everybody. I make it work because sometimes
you can really be so bad.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
You don't want, and that God will hold you responsible.
Absolutely.
I see people leave the church over
This generation, because coming up, I never had a nice choir director. No. But we gave it because of what they put into us. We were tough. You have to be tough as a leader. You have to be tough. You can't be sensitive.
I want to, and I know you as well want to say thank you.
Yes.